Welcome to OpenKMD. Today I'm going to demonstrate a little bit about the Python console in FreeCAD. So this won't be very comprehensive, certainly. This is a huge topic, using Python to extend the capability of FreeCAD and automate processes. But I just kind of want to give you a glimpse into this idea, and then you can further explore on your own. So let's start up FreeCAD. I'm in Fedora 24 right now, so if you're on Windows or some other operating system, just pull up the FreeCAD program as you normally would. Off the bat, I've got this Python console down here. If that doesn't come up automatically for you, just go to View, Panels, Python console. That'll pop right up. So let's start off with working in FreeCAD. Let's open up the part workbench. And if you're watching down here in the console, you'll notice that this activate workbench command went through this. This is kind of a Python interpreter down here in this console, and that ran. So when you're working on FreeCAD normally, that's actually a great thing to do, is to have the Python console open and just watch what the machine is thinking, if you will, what the software's running when you're working with the graphical user interface. And then you'll start to understand better how you might be able to automate certain processes or extend the capability of FreeCAD. Certainly level one is going to be understanding the shortcuts in FreeCAD. If you haven't used FreeCAD much and you're looking to speed up your use and become a better designer with FreeCAD, start understanding the shortcuts. If you hover over one of the tools, one of the commands, it'll show you the shortcut. So this is to view the top view. But down here is where our Python content is. So we first opened the part workbench. That's this here. And then we did a new file, a new document. So that created these commands here. Let's go ahead and copy this content over into a text editor, whatever you'd like to use. If you're on Windows, maybe a notepad would work, whatever you'd like. We don't need these carets in the front. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Actually, these last three commands are executed automatically after this first one in FreeCAD, so we can delete those. So what we've got here is kind of a micro script that opens up the part workbench and then opens up a new document called unnamed. Let's go ahead and change that to something more interesting. Let's do initial design. Let's say, maybe every time I open up FreeCAD, I want to have a document created that's called initial design. I'll work on it, and then if I like that, then I'll create a project and copy those files over and that kind of thing. So that's a good start here. Let's go ahead and demonstrate this idea of using this Python console and not just watching it as you work normally. So if we close FreeCAD, let's make sure we've got this copied here. Alright, and then we'll just paste this into the Python console. We got to press enter on that last command. And look at that, we've got the part workbench open, and we've got our initial design document open. Awesome. So let's extend this even a little bit more. Let's do save as, and you'll notice down here, right when I click that button, it sent this command to the Python interpreter. So, oops. So this command isn't actually saving the file. We haven't done that, obviously. If I click cancel, we haven't saved anything. So we're probably not going to want to copy that for this kind of initialization script that we're working on. But we'll worry about that in a second here. So let's call this initial design and click save. Alright, that's what we want right there. So let's copy this new content into our text editor. We'll paste that. Alright, looks great. So now what we've got here is something, when we open up FreeCAD, we can get the workbench that we want and a file started out that we can work with. Let's of course give that a demo here. We'll copy the text. And as you might suspect, again, we're just kind of scratching the surface here. So, this particular example certainly doesn't save a ton of time, and we're spending a little bit of time creating this little script. But you can kind of see how you can extrapolate this idea and start to automate certain processes that you frequently do in FreeCAD. And then, of course, beyond that, there's some extended capability that you can actually go beyond standard what's in FreeCAD if you're using Python. That we're really not going to talk about here. I'm just giving you just tip of the iceberg. All right, we can go ahead and paste that in. And look at that, we've got everything set up. Our file is saved. Kind of nice too, now that we ran that command, we don't have to re-navigate to our models folder, find that in the find that directory. We're already right there. And as we can see, the file saved fine. So that's an introduction to the Python console. I would say again, kind of to start off, maybe look at these, make sure you know the shortcuts well. Just open up this Python console and start observing what's going on when you're working with FreeCAD. And once you get beyond that, you can start creating these little scripts, start extending the functionality of FreeCAD, and really starting to advance your capability as a mechanical designer in FreeCAD. Hope you found this useful. Thank you.